Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon from wherever you are, and welcome to this episode that will be dealing with the installation and use of Prodesk Steel. So, quick and easy, Prodesk Steel is not stock standard with Procon, meaning that if you install Procon, it doesn't mean that you've necessarily installed Prodesk Steel. What is Prodesk Steel for those that are new? Prodesk Steel is an extension for Advanced Steel that allows you to export and import models to and from SUMO. Okay, so very, very cool. It does all of the mapping for you. So what we need to do is we need to log in to our Procon dashboard. So you can either do that through your license manager, or you could just search Procon login. So you need to have an active license for this. And then within your dashboard, you'll go to My Downloads, look at the CAD modules and Autodesk extensions category, and here you'll see Prodesk Steel for Autodesk Advance Steel 2023. You download it, the installer or the .exe will be in your downloads folder, you double click and you install. Unfortunately, the 2024 version has not been released, which is a massive sore spot for me, but you can install it on Autodesk Advanced Steel 2023. And then I also have a clip, or I have some content on how to transfer Advanced Steel files between different versions. Because Advanced Steel is version sensitive, so is not naturally backwards compatible, but there is a way around that. Okay, so make sure that you log into Lima, go to My Downloads, CAD modules, and Autodesk extensions, and you're looking for Autodesk Advanced Steel 2023. All right, so that's what you need to do to install it. Remember, it doesn't come stock standard with Procon, meaning that it is a separate subscription as well. And that if you've installed Procon, it doesn't mean that Prodesk Steel has been installed. So, all right, let's go to our Advanced Steel. So I'm just going to launch Advanced Steel, and then I will open up a model for us. So apologies, it's just loading on another screen at the moment. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to open up a training model here quickly. Okay, so this is actually a version. All right, so let's actually work from SUMO backwards. Okay, so I'm going to go SUMO. I'm going to make use of my wizards just for a nice complicated structure. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to save this just under my downloads for now. I'm not going to give it any title, but there we go. So we've got our angles and everything. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to launch just my Advanced Steel 2023 again. And then what we're going to do is we are going to import that SUMO file into Advance Steel. Because then we know we won't have a version error. So I do work between the two programs. And that means even though, which is sucky, it displays this model here, actually can't open it up because it is in 2024. So check out my content on how to open up a model or how to transfer a 2024 model to 2023. I believe it will be very useful. So I'm just going to select new. And there you see is a Procon tab, and you've got import and export. So I'm going to click import, go to my downloads and import. And now it wants the conversion. So you've got different countries. So those are for the profiles. And you've got the mapping standard, which will usually remain Advanced Steel. I'm going to click import. It wants me to now define these. So let's see, I'm just going to go for a 350W for now. Don't need to be too finicky about it. So it now starts the mapping process. Okay, so we can go to SA angles equal, and we go to 50 by 50 by 8. Okay, we've got double angles. So they double angle back to back. So interestingly enough, that is where a bit of a problem comes in. Okay. And we can continue on with this process. I do think that those back-to-back angles might give a problem, yet there is functionality within Advanced Steel for that. So the reason why it can give a bit of a problem, or why it requires you to map from time to time, is because the naming convention is not the same between the different databases. Okay, there's our circular hollow section, and we're going for a... Do we have something that's small? Should. So 63.5 by 2.5. There we go. Okay. And there we go. Okay, so I'm wondering if our back-to-back, actually not. It doesn't seem like they gave us a problem. It seems like, oh, there we go. Sorry that I'm surprised. I mean, I'm not the one that should be surprised. But there we go. So there's everything from SUMO in your advanced interface. And you can now go for your structural connections. So of course, we'll change the view and how these render in front of us so that they don't look the way they do now. This purple is not fantastic. But from here on, you can actually do all of your connections. These are picked up as beams and columns, etc. So you can continue on with your modeling from here. So you'll do your analysis within SUMO to get all your member sizes. You also make use of the connection design modules for your beam column connections, etc. And then here you'll do all of your detailing. And we know that when it comes to structural steel work, there really is, well, I wouldn't say nothing better, right? I know there's a lot of stuff out there, but Advanced Steel really is absolutely phenomenal, especially with its automatic detailing and drawing creation. So I'm hoping to bring out some content on how to do that in the future, how to set up your templates. It is something that is asked for quite a lot. And I think by far, it is the most complicated part of Advanced Steel, and it is quite complicated. So I'm hoping to bring out some content on that. But otherwise, let me save this quickly, and let's just do it the other way around. So save. I'm going to save this in my downloads folder again, just so that I can delete it easily afterwards. So there we go. And now what we can do is we can just export this. Oh yeah, I need to select all my elements. So I need to export this. Same dialog window opens up, export, wants me to save it, and there we go. Actually, the other way around now, there are very little issues. Okay, because they've been mapped to and from each other, and there we go again. All right, so I really hope that that helps. Sorry for the slight hiccup, but I really hope that that helps. Prodesk Steel really is simpler to use than Prodesk for Revit, but the idea is exactly the same. So I hope that you found this helpful. Please like and subscribe, and throw a comment if there's anything you'd like to see or any questions you might have. Other than that, hope that you have an awesome holiday season, that you rest well, and check you back here in 2024.